What's up, my people? Welcome to Train Splash. I'm your girl Edna, and in case you're watching me for the first time, you're watching another exclusive interview. And today I'm seated with the one and only Chanda Mbao, the man of the moment, the one who runs the money game.
Me phone and I'm chasing paper, hopping on Boeings. Now life is easy. Shout out to
I'm on the
Dawson.
way, baby. Changing the game, baby.
Welcome to Train Splash.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Chanda Mbao. So let's get straight right into it. To be honest, I started listening to your music in 2016. The song that you had with Caledocious, My Town. And you're one of the few artists that came on scene within a blink of an eye. Maybe I'm wrong, but please tell me more about your musical journey. How and when did you start your music?
So I first started writing music when I was really young. When I was like 9 years old, I was really passionate about hip hop. My first hip hop album was Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, and so I started just writing little rhymes, and with time and with age, the passion grows. But my first experience with like commercial music was in 2012 when I released a single called Runway Girlfriend. I was living in the States at the time, and luckily, because the college crowd, I was in college at the time, really liked the song, it allowed me to perform at some big venues where I was living. So that's, I guess, where it started for me.
Amazing. And during your musical journey, you've had a number of collaborations. I'm interested with the one you had with The Lace, okay? Is it Wave Remix? The Bigger Wave Remix. What was it like working with him?
Oh, it was awesome. It was super dope. It was a really stressful process because that was actually a last-minute feature. I didn't know that was gonna happen. We originally, The Bigger Wave was supposed to be me, a Zambian artist, and Lay Lizzy from Mozambique. So at the last minute of like trying to organize everything, the Zambian feature didn't come through. So it was really crazy, but we had to shoot a video with a verse missing. And then I had to go back to South Africa and figure out the feature, and it ended up being Deleuze, and then shoot the second half of the video. Yeah,
Really had a rough time.
yeah, it was very, very, very like stressful, but we made it happen. So
It's a good video, by the way.
thank you. Shout out to the director, Nape Pasha, really talented dude. Check out his stuff. He's South African.
Oh, okay. And also your new song, which is making waves across the continent. It features Gemini, South African as well. Many gang. What's the song all about?
So it's actually a pretty fun song. I mean, I really like the vibe because if you listen closely in my rhymes, you can kind of tell that I'm a finance dude because I work in finance. That's like my Clark Kent to my Superman, and so I dropped some lines in there, and you're like, oh, I wonder what this guy's talking about. They actually did a profile of me, and they're like, what was the concept, or how did you make that duality work of the business person meets the rapper, And that was the theme that we were going for, where it's like, the businessman meets the rapper kind of thing. So even when you watch the video, those themes are there.
My mind is foreign.
Yep, you know.
And let's talk about the Lift As You Rise challenge. People didn't know about it, and a lot were excited. Others were disappointed, like, oh my God, we thought Chanda Mbao brought us to see on because you're full of surprises. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I mean, I really love that people, like, when they see my name, they're like, oh man, this might be like, which is dope. I really love that.
It's dope.
But in this particular instance, it was actually a competition held by Red Bull, where they basically uploaded 5 beats, I think it was. It was Nasty C was on the tracks, Gemini Major on the production, and also on one of the tracks. You had Teleman, you had a list of artists that were working with Red Bull to promote African talent. And they were like, they uploaded the beats with a space for any rapper, any singer to drop a 16 on it. And so people participated from all over the continent, from Botswana, from Mozambique, people I know. Big shout out Vizo, big shout out Ason, who dropped really cool verses. And I was like, you know what? Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Zambia has to be represented because we also have Hot 16.
You represented because people thought it was you and Nasty. Because
Yeah, I guess they just didn't know about the Lift As You Rise.
So, tell me about your relationship with Scott. You guys make really good music together, and I believe you've contributed so much to each other's music career. Tell me about your relationship. I've been wondering.
No, he's a good friend of mine. Big shout out to him. They're one of the most talented people I know. So, hoping for even bigger things for him, and bigger things will come. But our relationship, I mean, I think it's a funny story that the first time we met was the day we made Selfish. Like literally, like we had never met before, ever. And that day we met and we made Selfish.
Who introduced you guys? Because I thought you guys had a relationship already. That was really good music.
Yeah, shout out to Shamsi. He's the one who made that.
Shamsi and the beat boy.
He's the one who made that happen. So shout out wherever you are, Sham.
Shout out, Shamsi. And then here's the thing, Chanda. It's really tough in the Zambian music industry, but you seem to just carry it on your shoulder, like, I don't care. I know what I want, and I'm gonna achieve. So, did you face any challenges trying to fit in? And people are a little bit skeptical, but people love you. Did you find any challenges?
I mean, I don't think I ever experienced any like direct challenge where I felt like, I don't know, I was blocked from something or anything like that. Like nothing too kind of confrontational. But I just think it was psychologically difficult for some people to get used to what I do. So, whether it's, radio play, obviously it didn't come instantaneously, so I guess I had to work a little bit harder maybe. But, we got there. So, yeah.
You got it. And here's the thing about the industry. I've just been watching the industry, and I'm just growing and learning more about the Zambian music industry. And one thing I've noticed is most of our artists wait to get booked. They wouldn't go out of the way for their fans and say, this is my one-man show. What's your way forward?
Yeah, no, I'm a big supporter of that format, actually. I mean, we've been hosting our own shows for a couple of years now. It's kind of the the good and the bad, or the yin and the yang. The good thing is you have your destiny in your own hands. I guess the downside is that it's a lot of work. Like, every show we've put together has been like months of preparation. So Star Night was the first one we did. We did that at Twangale Park. I believe that was 2017. Actually, no, that was end of 2016. And then in 2017, we did the Patriot mixtape launch at Taj Pomodzi. And then we also did a Valentine's show that was for Scott and Blake. We organized that at Marlin Restaurant. So so we always kind of do these things. It's just that it's hard to put it all together on your own, but we're still working on it, and we're gonna do more. So people just stay tuned. Stay linked to the social media, and we'll be announcing them. So definitely more coming.
I'm excited because I'm part of the Money Gang now. I don't need your confirmation, by the way. I don't need your confirmation.
I'm the president of the Money Gang.
But this time, no. I don't need your
How are you gonna enter any association without the president's blessing? You can't.
Money Gang. Okay, so here's another thing that I have noticed. It's now that people are starting to treat music as a career and treat it as a full-time job. I want to know, is it also the same for you, or maybe you have different sources of income?
So my background is I have a degree in economics, and I've been working in finance since I graduated. So that's kind of my 9 to 5, my Clark Kent to my Superman, So that's my background. But I definitely have full respect and think that music is a viable career. Obviously, what I always tell people is I think the music industry globally, not just in a place like Zambia, but is it kind of at a transition point where how people used to make money off music before is not necessarily how they make money off it now. So things have changed, but I definitely think it's a viable career, and I think it's great that I guess Zambian culture is more respecting of the arts and like entertainment now. So gives a lot of young people who are passionate about this an outlet. So.
So speaking of which, Roberto posted on his social media saying, "Yo, upcoming artists and the big dogs, I'm tired of you coming to me saying what's the formula, what's the connection to get on Trace, to get on what, to cross the continent." And you kind of like conquered him. You retweeted and supported him. You're like, "Yo, what's happening? Can you tell us more about that tweet?"
Yeah, no, I was agreeing with him. I wasn't like, it wasn't like...
You were agreeing with him.
Yeah, no, so it was just that I think a lot of people have this mentality that for whatever reason, some people have access, this like golden ticket to certain places that they don't. But literally like even a year ago, I didn't know anybody in the music industry. Like all this stuff, like people see me in South Africa with these like celebrities and stuff, all that happened in like the past 6 or 7 months. And literally off the internet, off DMs, off emails. So my advice to like, upcomers and established people alike, because I work in the corporate world as well. So once in a while, you'll get something that's put together by an entertainment team. And I've noticed that for some people, their packaging isn't necessarily very professional. There's like, I once got a proposal which had spelling mistakes in it and things like that. So I think there's other things blocking people from opportunities. It's not that somebody, you know, over here knows something special or is like a relative of someone. There's nothing like that. It's just sometimes we block our own progress by not being as professional as we could be or not using the resources at our disposal. There's no golden ticket. We all can hustle. Everyone can Google an email address. Everyone can put together a professional email and say, here, attached is my biography, attached is my this is the link, here's the what. Anybody can do that, you know? And that's just how I've done it, and I know it's exactly how Roberto does it, but because of the consistency, sometimes people make assumptions that, you know, that I don't know, that you have some special arrangement, you know?
Special arrangement.
Yeah.
Because honestly, you've been making bigger waves like your song. Because it's not easy to get these acts together. And I want you to tell me, do you prefer working with Shinko? Because he's one of the producers that has been producing most of your hit singles. Do you prefer working with Shinko, or you're also working with other producers?
So Red Castle Studios, I would say, is like my home. Like, that's my home studio. It's where I record everything. But I have to give a big shout out to all the producers that produce for me. I think it would be unfair to say that, you know, he produces most of my stuff. I mean, Selfish was Sham, My Town was Greasy Beats, all Zambians, by the way. Wave was Chase Iron, as well as the bigger Wave. So definitely, I work with a lot of producers. But Red Castle and Shingo Beats, that's my home studio where I record, and he produces as well for me. So
big up, Shinko, big up. Making Chanda feel at home, eh?
Yeah, definitely. Shout out. We were there last night, yo. It was a late session.
Cooking up some magic. I want to know, are you working on something now? I'm interested. EP, album, mixtape, what's coming our way?
No, so like, I have lots of music. The issue isn't really the music. I was planning on dropping an album, I think like early 2018, but I realized, like, after dropping the mixtape and putting all the effort and time into it, that it really takes a lot of resources to launch a whole project. I think the way the kind of climate for music is right now, singles are more time effective or cost effective for the artist than a project. Like, you'll drop a project and you'll put a lot into it, and the 5th or 6th or 7th track might never be heard, you know, like, so it really takes a lot, and I think you have to really be good with the timing. So we're waiting to see, and hopefully by the end of the year we can make a decision about when we drop. I've had countless experiences with industry professionals, artists, who either, when they talk about Zambia, they're like, oh, that's small market over there, you know, they like, oh, well, we're not, you know, like, somebody told me about when Mr. Easy came here, they were invited to come with Mr. Easy, and he was like, why am I gonna come to Zambia? You know, that small market, you know, he spoke about it like that. He happened to be a Nigerian, so for them, obviously it's a much bigger market, but I think that's the perception. So we need enough people pushing where they see it, they're like, no, these Zambian guys are here. Because like Jamaica's a small country, it's like 3 million people, but you never discount them when it comes to music.
That's true. There are a lot of Jamaicans making waves out here.
3 million people, there's fewer
Only.
Jamaicans than Zambians.
Are you serious?
But Jamaica controls like global music.
Because it's not in Africa.
I mean, they're pretty African though.
Yeah, they're pretty African though, to be honest. Yeah,
Direct. They were dropped right there from right there,
So, any money gang challenge?
Yeah, absolutely. So what we're gonna do, and I just decided this like yesterday, is we're gonna do like a little Facebook competition where I'm gonna give 1,000 kwacha personally as president of the Money Gang Association of Zambia and the Yobali Association of Zambia president. I'm gonna give 1,000 kwacha to somebody that does the following. It's like 3 simple steps. 1, make a nice little caption about the Money Gang video, post the link to the Money Gang video at the Chanda Mbao Facebook fan page, and post it to your personal profile. Now, the person who gets the most shares on their post will be the person I give 1,000.
Money gang, money gang.
So I decided I'm going to give people 30 days to do this.
30 days. This is the 22nd.
Yeah, 30 days, or should I get 2 weeks, 30 or 30 days? What do you think? Let's decide right now.
Right now. Let's decide. What do you think, guys? I think 30. Let's give them time.
Yeah? Okay.
Let's give them time.
Fine, we'll give you some time. 30 days. Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen, guys. Let's make the Money Gang Challenge go viral. This has been Train Splash. Any last words for your fans?
Just a big thank you to everybody who's been supporting. Shout out Dada. Shout out KJ as well, the homie, always supporting. Shout out to Piwa. Shout out Hagai. There's like people who are consistently there, pushing, sharing my links, telling people about me. So no, big shout out to everybody. And for the people who are just getting to know me, follow me on social media at Chanda Mbao on Instagram, at Chanda Mbao on Twitter, Chanda Mbao on Facebook. I'm easy to find, you know, so definitely hit me up. And for young artists out there as well, I always like interact with a lot of upcoming artists and like people who just want to either get my opinion on a song or whatever. Hit me up, you know, like you could email me or you could hit me in the DM, whatever. business@chandambao.com. Hit me up.
All right, there you have it, guys. But then before we leave, Chanda, I want to ask you about the dance in the Money Gang Challenge. Do you want to do it for us?
I want to see you do it. That's your audition. This is how you get into the
Money Gang, let's go. Oh, Money Gang, hey, 50,000, hey, come on.
Let's go.
Money Gang, woo, woo, woo. You can see I'm having so much fun. Thanks for coming, Chanda Mbao.
Thank you. Much love.
This has been Train Splash, guys. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Do not forget to share Chanda Mbao's new music video, Money Gang, watching on Trace.
1,000 kwacha for free, yo.
For free, guys, just to show your face during the Money Gang Challenge. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm your girl EDNA. Right? See you right here on Train Splash.